We now move into a conversation that could redefine the economics of fertility care in India and bring real structural change to the way IVF is accessed. Today, the financial burden of fertility treatments remains one of the biggest barriers for patients. With IVF cycles often costing upwards of a lakh per attempt, affordability is not just a concern, it's a crisis. But what if IVF was covered just like any other aspect of health? That's the future our next speaker is helping build. Delivering a keynote on introduction to IVF insurance products and how we can reshape reproductive care through financial protection, please join me in welcoming Mr. Vikas Anand once again on stage. Can we have a huge round of applause for him?
Good afternoon again. And once again, I want to congratulate everyone on the International IVF Day. I don't have words to express the quantum of joy you all bring to millions and millions of couples. Today, as I mentioned, we will be talking about the affordability. At Safety, our focus has always been building innovative solutions that empower clinics and also reduce the financial stress on the aspiring patients. So before I get into the product specs, I just want to do a pulse check from the room. And here is the question. How many of you believe that IVF insurance can significantly increase IVF penetration and adoption in India? So if you believe yes, please raise your hands. Awesome, awesome. Most of us do believe, and personally, I am a big believer that with the introduction of insurance products, I do believe the IVF sector should increase. There's another question I want to ask. Currently, India has between 3 and 3.5 lakh cycles, what we gather from the public domain. There isn't any proven statistics, so this is the best what we could get. So I want to understand from the practitioners and clinicians, how much growth in IVF cycles can we unlock in India in next 3 to 5 years if IVF insurance is introduced? So we have three options. A, up to 50%, B, around 100%. So we believe that in next 3 to 5 years, the sector can grow double than existing numbers, and C is more than 100%. So could I have the volunteers with the mic, please? A? C? C. Oh. Personally, I believe I'm more inclined to a C, not because of my business, but generally I'll tell you. Internationally, there hasn't been many insurance products across the world. So we do have a limited data sets available to quantify what could be the possible number. However, we do have 2 geographies which gives us an indication what possible scenario it could be. So I'll talk about that. First, talk about US, where there has been states which have mandated IVF insurance for a long period of time. So the states which have mandated, we find the number of IVF cycles and also the number of clinics are 3 times more than the states which haven't mandated. So this is the best possible answer I could get. Also, in recent times, we have seen Japan had, with their falling fertility rates, with public support, had come up with an insurance plan. What we found was the number of IVF cycle increased by nearly 30% in a year of adoption. Within the year of introduction of the insurance product, there was 30% increase. So my answer still remains at Part C. I am extremely hopeful that with the introduction of insurance, we know there is a strong possibility the number of IVF cycles should grow more than 100%. Now coming back to the Indian IVF sector, These are all data taken from public domain. So India has nearly 3 to 5 crore couples which have fertility challenges. The number of IVF cycles, the best estimate I could have ever got is around 350,000. So 3,50,000, which translates to less than 1% of couple facing a fertility challenge undertake IVF treatment. So there could be multiple reasons why it's less than 1%, but now I want to talk about how can I make the figure on the left hand side move more and more towards the right hand side. How can we ensure that the number of IVF cycles go up? We do provide joys to multiple inspiring couples. There are multiple reasons. Definitely lack of insurance is which is cited at every IVF conference. There is awareness problem. There is a social stigma attached to it, but I do believe it's going down with the acceptability of IVF. But definitely moving this number, left hand side number, to a higher number on the right hand side needs multiple efforts. And this is where what we are doing at SafeTree is building an ecosystem. We are trying to build an ecosystem where we involve couples, where we involve corporates, and where we involve people like you, all coming together and helping Indians approach IVF specialists for a treatment. So this is we are building a growth ecosystem where couples would be provided with affordable, comprehensive IVF solutions. We are here talking to corporates where they are able to diversify employee and their customer offerings, and definitely IVF clinics would be an important part of this ecosystem for this opportunity and faster growth. Before I talk about the products which we are trying to launch, I just want to spend 2 minutes. What is an insurance? Insurance is a product where multiple people buy that in case they have a challenge, this comes as a financial support. So very, very important. If I were to give an analogy, if I'm wearing a helmet while driving a two-wheeler, it's an insurance that tomorrow if I happen to meet with an accident, my head is safe. Likewise, insurance is a product which is bought by multiple people to support people who may need it. It is not a substitute to a walk-in customer who needs an IVF and we give an insurance. So the precursors of the insurance get lost. So what we are trying to do is, we do understand, and this was discussed in the last panel discussion also, that when someone comes at the clinic, the ability to wait is minimal. And in India, unfortunately, the average age of a couple reaching and discussing the treatment is plus 35. So definitely he has very limited time when he can wait. So we have considered that waiting period consideration has to be minimal, and that's why we have come up with few products for different lifestyle of our customers. So first product what we have launched, I'll be talking very high level kind of a thing. We have our teams who can explain you in a much better detail. So first is for my walk-in customers. At SafeTree, we have always endeavored that we want to make the process of parenthood very, very affordable. That's why we have launched a maternity product. So this product would cover the cost of delivery of the baby, and the beauty of this product has a waiting period of 7 months. I can tell you there isn't any product available in the market on the retail segment which has a waiting period less than 1 year. That's the best case, but the average waiting period for any maternity benefit is 3 years. So we have made a genuine efforts to ensure the couple who's planning for a IVF, while we can't offer a fertility product, but we can offer a maternity product at 1/3 of the cost, which is very, very competitive with minimal waiting period. The second is our day-to-day customers. Their age is against, they need a product with a minimal waiting period, and that's the best we could have come up with. So this is a product which offers one IVF cycle with a 1-year waiting period, meant for fast track coverage for urgent IVF planning. And again, from an affordability perspective, it helps customer, my client, save up to 50% of the IVF cost. Also, it does have a health insurance. So what it means is that in case during a waiting period of a year, he incurs some problem, some disease which requires hospitalization, that is also covered within this plan. For a medium horizon customers, this is a product which offers 2 IUI and 2 IVF. There is a waiting period of 2 years. It does also help customer save nearly 50% of the IVF treatment cost. And finally is the product which I say the gold standard of our product. Of all the offerings, this is where I want the customer should be buying. So this has a 3-year waiting period, but this is meant for young couples. It offers 2 IUI, 2 IVF, it offers health insurance, it offers maternity, and the beauty of this product is it costs only 500 rupees per month, and this is inclusive of GST. So it translates to an annual expenditure of 6,000 rupees. They have to wait for 3 years, but what is the beauty is that after 3 years, in case they need a fertility problem, there won't be any financial stress. They have a program which comprehensively covers 2 IUI, 2 IVF, maternity, and it also offers hospitalization benefits. So this would be the one which I believe we want to ensure maximum couple buy. And with these kind of products, with the pricing we have done, I'm extremely hopeful that number of couples which have just got married would be inclined. And our endeavor in all the products has been, our motto is to make it affordable, 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 so that financial distress should not impact them. About us, we are a market leader in this space, and I'm sure most of you would know us. So we have insured over 100,000 oocyte donors. We have over 1,000 plus surrogate mothers. We work with most of the leading chains and in over 650 IVF clinics buy our products. We recently got award for the most innovative insurance product at a ET Health Summit. And we do offer all kind of products, while our expertise lies for the fertility sector, but when it comes to doctors, professional indemnity, donors, intending couple, all kind of products is offered by us. And that's what we want to say. Let's all come together. Very, very important moment of truth is we all have to come together. We need to ensure if the sector has to go, we have to clear the affordability question, and I do personally believe this kind of a product will help bring joys to millions of the couples who are looking for parenthood. Happy to take any question.
This could make a good wedding gift. Yeah.
This should be, we were thinking that it should be a part of a shadi.com.
With a box of folic acid. That's what I called it, engagement pill.
Exactly. Okay, thank you very much.